Welcome to our executive interview series at the Trellix Cybersecurity Summit presented by FedScoop and CyberScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash, and we're here with Tony Plater, Chief Information Security Officer for the Department of Navy. Tony, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Wyatt.
I'd like to start by asking, what are the biggest challenges that you and your organization is currently facing trying to defend against the expanding attack surface, not only across your enterprise, but also across the extended software supply chain?
So as Chief Information Security Officer, I look at the large portfolio that we have and a diverse portfolio, meaning we have business systems, weapons systems, afloat, ashore, tactical, on-prem, in the cloud, and as you know, post-COVID, we've had the expansion of remote workers. So in that, it's a very diverse portfolio, especially when you start throwing in the Internet of Things as well as facility-related control system. So from a challenge perspective, it is the complexity. We're all working to reduce the attack surface, but it's also the complexity of understanding each one of those environments, how well they're protected, and what capabilities we need to deploy. So complexity. And then there's the risk that if a misconfiguration in any one of those environments, that can lead to a backdoor. That's why the zero trust philosophy makes so much sense, to assume breach and to put those mitigations in. So I'm also a big proponent of validating our defenses when it comes down to attack surface. So you will hear me frequently talk about adversarial assessment testing. Using that on a regular basis, not depending on a periodic snapshot, but continuously checking our environment. The challenges, AI, artificial intelligence, Gen AI, they all present challenges, but they also present opportunities. But for us, we have to also make sure we defend against the adversary taking AI and using it for nefarious means against our environment.
And then what are some of the biggest challenges that your organization continues to face in meeting the White House executive order on zero trust security, which you mentioned a few minutes ago? And how confident are you that agencies in general are going to be able to meet some of those key deadlines, knowing how important it is?
Well, I would say for the Department of Navy, we're really leaning forward. We are leading at the edge of DoD's efforts in that we have a flank speed environment, a platform that's cloud that meets our assessment meets the zero trust principles. We had red teaming done against that environment. Now we're going in to validate that actually meets the target level controls for zero trust. So with that, we've actually moved 500,000 seats into that environment. We've stood up our centralized identity system. We have about 83,000 folks on that identity system. Well, of course, identity is the cornerstone of zero trust. And for the Marine Corps, they're about, they assess themselves and their architecture about meeting about 60% of the zero trust, but they're going to get there. So we're all working to get there by 2027. We have a signed zero trust implementation plan. We have a major design concept that we have in place to help guide program managers. So there's a lot of work to be done, but we're pretty confident. If you ask me what our significant challenges are, it's going to become those denied, disrupted, low bandwidth environments, the DDoS environments. So when we start talking about ships and those things, we have to pay special attention to how we implement and meet zero trust requirements. Those will be our challenges, but I think the Department of Navy, coupled with the services, are well on their way to working towards zero trust.
Well, Tony Plater, thank you so much for joining us here and sharing some of your perspectives here at the Trellix Cybersecurity Summit.
Thank you.